Let's go. The winner's circle. Prince Sabedra joining me, taking care of Mirza Berhamovic at Power Slap number 13 in your debut. How good does it feel?
It feels great, honestly. As you know, a lot of people were doubting on my match that my opponent was going to be the one coming out on top, and I proved everybody wrong. And now it just feels good. I still haven't been able to, go celebrate with my girlfriend. So most likely today or tomorrow, I'm going to go celebrate and enjoy this victory.
Yeah, I mean, victorious you were. Obviously, Mirza was more of the talkative one going into it. You had a very calm, cool, collected demeanor. You believed in yourself. What was it about you that you always felt the entire time that you'd get the outcome that transpired?
Just as I mentioned before, just me being calm and, not really worried about, my opponent. I mean, I was just, focused and everything. I mean, I believe you and other people kept asking me, like, if I was excited about this match. And I was just like, what is there for me to be excited about? I mean, my job's still not done yet. I still have to go out and perform on match day. So then now that, I did come out on top with and took home the W, now I'm more happy, and can get to celebrate. But besides all that, going back to answer your question, still, it was just I think just him talking too much. It just kind of bugged the crap out of me, honestly. And I was just out there just to really make a statement and prove everybody wrong.
Absolutely. Walk me through the match. Round one. What did it feel like to get up there? Was it everything you thought it would be?
Yes, honestly, it was just as similar as what I, was training for, leading to the match or to match week. I came back and started sparring again. I contacted former UFC fighter Jeremy Stevens, striking coach, and was doing pad work with him, was doing striking stuff with him, and but just kind of remained calm the whole time, even first round. I know in the very first round it looked like, he did push me and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was just more of me not really bracing for his slap. I actually wanted to feel his raw power. I mean, pretty sure anybody, if you go back to the clips, you'll be able to see. But the very first round, I did not brace or anything. I was just very relaxed, because I really wanted to feel his power. But then after that round 2, 3, that's when I started bracing, and you saw the immediate, adjustments that I made on my defensive side.
Talk to me about that raw power. How did it feel? And could you relate to anything in the past? Have you been hit harder in the past?
Oh yes, I've been hit way harder than that. But I mean, honestly, I got to give it to him. He did show out heart. I did go in there, swinging really, really hard. Pretty sure anybody that was out there in the crowd was able to see from after the match how my face was still looking, handsome, and his was pretty messed up. I mean, I saw you in the crowd, Corey, so I know you did notice a big difference in both of our faces.
100%. I was actually I was sitting front row, just down from your family. Well, just who was in the audience on your side? Was it your father there?
No, it was actually my grandpa. So it's Azael's dad.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, so I actually thought it was like an Azael with 30 pounds extra. To be like they were a splitting image. I'd never seen him before that day. I was surprised, one, how young he looked, and two, how similar to Azael he looked.
No, yeah. So it's Azael's twin that was there, and then his wife.
Gotcha.
And then my girlfriend and my grandpa. But yes, I mean, I did kind of like before. I did speak with Erica because I was told that Erica came up to me like asking me how many was I gonna bring, because obviously where she was gonna bring them up to the event. I was like, oh, just don't trip out. It is not Azel who you're gonna be picking up. It's gonna be his twin brother. And then everybody started. She started tripping out about it. She told me Frank was tripping out about it, thinking it was Azel as well. Who else? Luke Simons or Simmons. Sorry if I botched your last name. We ran into him at Circa. We were ordering food the night before the match, and he started like, oh, started dabbing up my uncle. His name is Uriel, and he's like, "Oh, what's up, Azel?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm not Azel." You know, it's pretty funny. And then Luke was like, "Oh yeah, like it's like I saw that you did notice that you put on like 30 pounds." But yeah, so it was pretty funny.
That's too funny. Yeah, he introduced himself to me and he said it right off the bat. He's like, I hope you don't think I'm Azael. And then he introduced himself. So I thought that was comical and great. Post fight, did you get to speak to Mirza at all?
Yes, I spoke to him after in the back room after I spoke with medical. Just told him that that congratulations, that he showed heart, and he tried to invite me for a beer or a drink. I told him that sorry, I don't drink.
Mhm.
I've been kind of staying away from alcohol for the past 2 years, uh, and I just told him, like that I just told him like that just to continue training harder. It sucked that he only got like about 2 months to train, and obviously I have been training a lot more.
Mhm.
But besides that, I really hope for him to, to see him up on stage again, hopefully back when we're both in the rankings. That's what I told him. And, I think he was pretty happy, chill about it,
Oh, that's
in
great to
my
hear.
opinion.
Great to hear. Glad there's some sportsmanship there. What's next for you?
And for right now, it's just continue training, honestly. I know coming to fight week, I came in around like 192, I think. And then I
Mhm.
just ended up bulking up to 202. I came in just trying to lose as much weight as I could right before fight week, and just trying to bulk up and eating whatever the hell I wanted during the whole week.
Mhm.
Um, but right now, just continue training and just trying to look more leaner, get a little bit more stronger, because uh, I'm pretty sure anybody else in the 205 division does look more leaner than I do, as to what I've seen.
Gotcha. Do you think you did enough to get a spot in the top 10 ranking with this fight?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be. I'm gonna be considered to be put on the top 10. I mean, I honestly gotta earn that position or that ranking in my honest opinion. Um, I've honestly been wanting anybody in the 205 division that's listed in the rankings. I'm pretty sure anybody from 8, 9, 10 would be a really good match. Um, but who knows what Power Slap decides to do right now with me and all the other slappers that are in the rankings.
Mhm. Awesome, my man. I appreciate you joining me, catching up, getting a breakdown how that entire experience was. Look forward to many more interviews, and hopefully we see you back up there real soon.
I hope so too.
All right, man. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you.